Welcome to Black Wealth Confessions. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. Black Wealth Confessions is where you send me your confession, your big wealth mistake, and I respond to the mistake. And I will tell you that the mistakes you make in life, the things that you think have really set you back and keep you out of the game, I don't want you to give up hope. You know, a lot of times we think that because we got a late start or because we made some mistakes that you can't come back from that. And I'm here to say that if you bring your sins to the altar, all sins are forgiven, and I will give you an anonymous response on how to deal with that issue. And so if you want to leave a Black Wealth Confession, you can actually go to blackwealthconfessions.com, and I respond to them one by one on financialjunetv.com. Now, with that said, hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Today's confession is one that says, I wasted time at a young age not investing in real estate, stocks, day trading, and entrepreneurship. Now I'm trying to catch up financially. So it sounds like that's a confession that someone made. All the confessions are anonymous, so I don't know who left it, but I will answer that question, and hopefully I can help out this person. So Joy Harden and Sean and Tamara, I see you in here. Let's see if we can break this down right quick. Okay, so the person says that I wasted time at a young age. First of all, most of us waste time at a young age. Give me a yes or no. How many of you have ever sat back and said to yourselves, man, if I'd known then what I know now? Has anybody ever done that? How many of y'all wasted time at a young age? I wasted a lot of time. Give me a yes in the chat if you have wasted time. Now, if you did everything perfect and you never made any mistakes, then you can keep your hand down. But put a yes up if you did make mistakes. There are areas I've noticed when I look back at my life and I think about areas where I wasted time. I wasted time in a few different areas. One, bad relationships. Most of us waste time in some relationship where we look back and say, what was I thinking? What was I doing? That's absolutely crazy. Why would I do something so terrible to myself, right? Then you work through that and you figure that out. But then also we waste time maybe when it comes to our economics, things like that. You know, we look back and we say, my God, I could have bought Amazon stock for, $30 or $100 or whatever back in the late 1990s. Now it's $3,000 a share. I missed out. Right? A lot of us go through those regrets. Those tend to be the major areas where we have the most regrets I found, at least in my life. I don't really regret things like, should I have majored in math instead of, finance or stuff like that. That stuff I don't care about that crap. But I do think about love and money, and more so probably the emotional stuff affects me more than the money part. And so the thing about money that's really interesting to me is that money is attached to emotions. When we waste money, we have a sense of loss, the stages of grief that you go through when somebody dies, or you feel that same way when you lose money. Some of us have fears that relate to money. Some of us have, get highs when we get access to money. The money has the same impact on your brain as things like cocaine. And so these regrets are normal. Everybody feels that way, and that's just kind of what it is. Now, here's my response to this person's question. First thing that I thought about that was really interesting was they mentioned I didn't start investing in real estate, stocks, day trading, and entrepreneurship. Let me just say this. Day trading is not necessary for you to build wealth. Day trading is a lot of fun. Day trading works for some people. It doesn't work for others. It can be stressful. And so don't feel like you have to day trade to build wealth. The three key areas where people get rich in America are through the stock market, buying real estate, and also running a business. And so it really, if you talk about making sure your kids don't waste money, I would get them started on those three areas at an early age. They should learn that before they learn anything about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and whatever other stuff that they teach in school. That stuff is not as important as your child's ability to take care of themselves. Also, there are mathematical equations that define how money works, how money grows, and what these equations tell you. And again, you guys know I taught mathematics at the University of Kentucky. And so the equations, when you break them down and chop them up into their microscopic levels, what you find is that the equations show one fundamental truth. The truth of these equations is that the more time you have, the wealthier you can become. If I had the choice between being a poor person with a lot of time and a rich person with very little time, I'd rather be the poor person with a lot of time, because money grows at extraordinary levels when you give it enough time. Now, if you wasted some time, I think that's okay too. I wouldn't say that you're out of the game for a couple of reasons. One, wealth is a team sport. Wealth is intergenerational. It's not about you. It's not about how much money you have in your bank account in the next 2 or 3 years. It's not about fast money. It's not about slow money. It's not about short money. It's about long money. It's not about you. It's about the team. And you have a team. You have a team of players that are with you in this life, children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. You also have a team of players that are in the next life, kids that ain't even been born yet, that'll be impacted by the choices you make. So when you are building wealth, I want you to remember that you are part of a relay race. Just like in the Olympics, they have the relay race. You are carrying the baton, and you are not the person who's going to carry the baton in the next leg, but it's your job to run as fast as you can so that the next generation is in a better position than you were in. So if you even do basic little things, my grandmother spent 25, 30 years, I think, working a job that she hated. She never made more than $22,000 a year, never got more than an associate's degree. But my grandmother, and when she got toward the end, she gave me advice that I was able to apply all throughout my life. She told me a couple of things. One, she said, save and invest your money. You must save your money so your money can save you. If you get more money and you're a spender, you're going to go broke. If you get more money and you're a saver, you're going to have more money. Other thing she told me was this. She said, never spend your life working a job that you hate. Do not waste your life at a job that you hate. So those are two things that stuck with me, and my grandmother's still with me every day. And without my grandmother planting those seeds in me, not giving up on herself, not dwelling in the past of her mistakes, but instead planting seeds into her grandchild, which was me, now I'm talking to you right now. So what I want you to consider is this. Look, I want you to, you got time to do things, right? You can still get started. You can still learn things. You can grow a lot of wealth in a very short period of time. I would encourage you to look at things like entrepreneurship as a way to accelerate your income. Once you figure that puzzle out, then you'll find that a lot of the things that used to be expensive suddenly become cheap. Things that used to be possible suddenly become easy, or et cetera, right? The things that used to be hard to do are suddenly simple to do. You can do all of that for you. But wealth is not about you. I really want you to transcend your thinking and understand it's not about me. It's about we. It's not about I. It's about us. And most of your us's are people who have not been born yet. So that's why the game ain't never over for you. I don't care if you're 95 years old and you have 10 minutes to live. You can still contribute to the relay team. Give me a yes in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. That's really the message that I have for today. So if you'd like to leave your Black Wealth Confession for me, you can actually go to blackwealthconfessions.com. I'll put the URL on the screen. I hit about a couple confessions per week. I answer them all on financialjuneteenth.tv.com. So if you'd like to subscribe, that's a great channel. I'll put the URL for that on the screen so you can see it in 1 second. In fact, let me type it in here so you can have the URL. And also don't forget that we have stock market investing class every Tuesday in the Black Business School. And so that's a good place if you want to get started on your own wealth building journey. There we go. financialjuneteenth.tv.com. Crap, I can't put it up here. Shoot, hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, let me do it again. Let me try it one more time. There we go. financialjuneteenth.tv.com. That's where you can see the results of all the Black Wealth Confessions, where I've responded to your confessions and stuff like that. So forgive yourself. Don't get mad at yourself. Don't get down on yourself. Keep moving forward. You will be successful. You cannot fail. Why is that? Well, because you're B1, and B1 people can't fail. We just have learning experiences that make us better and stronger. All right. So hit the thumbs up button on your way out. I will see you guys soon. Please take care. And you know what Saba says? I think your prediction of 108K Bitcoin by the end of the year might be back on the table. It could be. And I believe the prediction was quite accurate until they started to sabotage Bitcoin. But we'll see. Maybe I'm right. We'll see. We'll do a New Year's Eve podcast, and I'll look at the price of Bitcoin, and we'll compare that to the 108 prediction that I made many months ago, which I think that was a good prediction, assuming they weren't going to mess with it. They've been messing with it a lot. And I do think that Bitcoin and Ethereum are still good investment points. So take care, guys. And if you could subscribe to financialjuneteenth.tv.com, I think it's a great channel. And our goal is to use our platform to build and to help people grow and learn. It's not just to entertain, it's to actually help us grow and teach and learn. And my belief is that if your life is not better because you've been listening to me, then I haven't done my job. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.